Hello everyone. In this video, we're gonna learn what is number systems. This number system is like very fundamental to any first year engineering students. The way we have learned, our basics in mathematics, for example, you always know, right? 2 plus 3 is what, or 2 by 3 is what. The way we learn multiplication, addition, division. Similarly, this is the very fundamental topic that you must understand, whether your target is to do programming or to understand some digital design subject or anything. This is very basics, right? So I urge all of you to look at this video very carefully. So basically, there are 4 kind of number systems that we have. So the question number 1 that comes in front of you is that why there are many number systems? One of the reason that I would like to give you is, one is for, convenience in the presentation. The second one is like the day-to-day life we spend, most of the people, like those who are not engineers or those who are not working in the programming domain or digital design domain or like that, electronics domain, probably their life will go with a decimal system, which is also called a base 10 system, right? Which is actually a base 10, which is called a decimal system. But, and that consists of number 0 to 9, right? So any number, for example, if I write one number here, let's say 480, right? So I have made this 480 using the digits like 0 to 9 only, right? For example, you write a number 999. Right, so this all are decimal numbers which use the digits to make a number 0 to 9 only, right? So it is also called a base 10. Now base determines how number gets represented and how we perform arithmetic operation. So that's the important of the base, right? So when I say base 10, actually it has a 10 number. When you start from 0 actually, right, in order to make this number system, you are starting from 0. So what you can have is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right, 9. So there are 10 digits, and that's the reason why it is called base. And you know how we do addition, multiplication in the decimal number system, right? Second number system that you have is called binary. Why binary is very important? Because whatever the computations that happen in the computer, it uses the binary system, which is also called a base 2. When I say base 2, similarly when we say base 10, it has 10 digits. When we say base 2, it has 2 digits. So what are those 2 digits? 0 and 1. So any number that you see, for example, let's say I'm writing here 10101 number, right, which has only this number 1010 has been created out of using these 2 digits only, 0 and 1, and that's the reason I can call it binary number, right? Even you can call it decimal number, because decimal number can be created out of 0 to 9, right? But this is also can be called as a binary number. So binary number system is very important. We're gonna explore in very detail. Similarly, there is another number system which is called an octal. The base is 8. So now you understand, when the base is 8, the digits that it can use is 0 to 7, right? And similar to that, we have an hexadecimal, which is base 16, right? So when I say base 16, the meaning is that it has to have a 16 characters. The way we have a 10 characters in the decimal, the way we have a 2 characters in the binary, the way we have 8 characters in the octal, we have to have 16 characters in the hexadecimal. So 0 to 9, that's 10 numbers. And then we have alphabets starting from A, B, C, D, E and F. So 6 alphabets. So that constitute the hexadecimal number, right? So as I said, friends, binary, almost your all computations in the computer is performed using binary number system. Octal and hexadecimal will help you to represent any complex number with very easy, right? For example, when you study somewhere, let's say MAC address of your computer, right, it could be represented in hexadecimal very well, right? If you are looking for RGB color codes, right, it's very easy to remember its hexadecimal value rather than you remember the decimal value for that color, For example, for a white, for a black, it's very easy to remember the hexadecimal value. So it's quite easy, quite convenient in the presentation. I hope I have said enough reason. Let me take you into the detail of each number system. Right now, any number, for example, let's say I will write, let's say you already familiar with our decimal number system. For example, I'm writing a decimal number, let's say 413. Then 3 is written on the right hand side. So 3 is called a least significant digit, right? And 4 is called the most significant digit. This number is an example of a binary. Now you can ask me a question, why this is an example of the binary? Because this number is constituted only using 2 digits, 0 and 1. So on the right hand side, whatever the digits that you have, it is called a least significant digit. And the digit which we have on the left hand side, this one is called a most significant digit. Similarly, let's say this is an example of an hexadecimal number, right? As you know, hexadecimal number can be represented using 0 to 9 and A to F. So this A is actually right hand side, so it's a less significant digit, and this one is actually the most significant digit. So now you understood what we mean by less significant digit, what we mean by the most significant digit, right? Let's continue with the decimal number. So for example, let's say somebody tell you ki decimal number 7. Let's say here the decimal number 7 is given to you, right? 7 is given to you. Now how I can write, because for a decimal number system my base is 10. My base is 10. So this 7 can be represented like this: 7 cross 10 raised to 0. 7 cross 10 raised to 0. Now please understand, when anything raised to 0, so when I say 10 raised to 0, what you will get is the 1. Right? So when you multiply 7 by 1, the answer is going to be 7 only. So this is how you can represent the 7. Just to make it more clear, let's say you have 47 friends. How you can represent 47? I can expand it like this: 40 plus 7. 40 plus 7. Now you can ask me question, why 40 plus 7? Because I have to represent it in terms of 10 as a multiplier. So I have chosen 40. And what is the top of 7? So 40 plus 7. Now you know how to write this 47. See, please understand, this 7 is least significant digit here. This 4 is the most significant digit. Now when you have know that the base system, actually this is called the 0th position. This is called the first position, right? So what we are doing is, this is 7 is having 10 raised to 0 as a multiplier, and 4 is having 10 raised to 1 as a multiplier. This is the position. This is the 0th position. Position always start from the least significant side. So 0, this is 1. Most significant is 1. So what I can do is, this 40 can be represented like 40 cross 10 raised to 1. 40 cross 10 raised to 1. And you know, 10 raised to 1 is actually, when I say 10 raised to 1, is actually 10. So 4 cross 10, that is 40, right? So this 40 can be represented like this. And 7, because it is on the 0th position, 7 cross 10 raised to 0. And you know 10 raised to 0 is 1. So 7 cross 1 is 7. So 40 plus 7. So any number you can expand like this. Please understand, this is very basic. For example, let's say one more example. 647 is given to you. Can you expand it so that it would be in the multiplication of 10, and then we have a remaining number? So let's say 600 plus 40 plus 7. Now you can see here 7, the position is 0th. This is 1. This is 2. Right? So for 6, it's going to be the multiplier as a 2. So 10 raised to 2. Right? 6 cross 10 raised to 2. Then 4 cross 10 raised to 1. As we did earlier, and then 7 cross 10 raised to 0. And if you do that, 600 plus 40 plus 7. So any decimal number can be represented or can be think like this. For example, just to make you more clear, let's say I have a number 5681, right? So what is the position number here? It's a 0, it's a 1, it's a 2, and it's a 3. Now how you can represent this number? So you can expand like this: 5 cross 10 raised to 3 plus 6 cross 10 raised to 2 plus 8 cross 10 raised to 1 plus 1 cross 10 raised to 0. Yes or no? Right? And this is nothing but 5000. plus 600 plus 80 plus 1, and that turns out to be 5681. So any number can be expanded like this. This is very important thing that you should understand, right? Let me move forward. So I will you to spend 1 minute along with me in this video, and I will be waiting for all of you for 1 minute to complete this exercise at your own. So there are two numbers given to you. One is 27 and another one is the 413. Let's try to represent it the way we did in the previous slide, right? So maybe you can pause on this slide and try to do it, and then you can start again, right? So I will say 3, 2 and 1, and then you can start this video, right? So take a pause of 1 minute over here. So basically this 27 can be represented because this is the 0th position, this is the first position. How I can write? I can write that 2 cross 10 raised to 1 plus 7 cross 10 raised to 0, and that is nothing but it's a 2 cross 10, that is 20, plus 7 cross 10 raised to 0, that is 10. Anything raised to 0 is 1, so 7 cross 1 is 7, and that's how you can represent 27, right? Similarly 413, when it comes to, so this is the position number 0, this is position number 1, and this is position number 2. So how I can expand? 4 cross 10 raised to 2 plus 1 cross 10 raised to 1 plus 3 cross 10 raised to 0. You have to look at this position, and these all are multipliers, right? So it's nothing but 400 plus 10 plus 3, and that comes out to be 413. Right, so I hope you can expand any decimal number like this. This is very important. This is the basics which we're gonna apply for other number system also. Right, let's look at the binary. Now, any number can be described with a combination of bits. What are the bits? 0 and 1. Please remember, all of the operations in the computer, right, in day-to-day life you use computer, happen by manipulating bits. And it is in binary, so it is the most important that you should understand. So we have two state actually. One is 0 bit, another is the 1. And sometimes people say that 0 means off and 1 means on, which has been nicely represented in this picture, right? So what does, let's say this is the question in front of you guys. What is this question? What does 1011 in binary mean to you? Right, or let's say what this number means to you, 1011 in binary. Now you can ask me question. I can also consider this number in decimal. Perfect. You can consider this number in decimal also, like it's a 1011 if I tell it in decimal. But when I say it in binary, what do you understand? That is most important that we want to understand today, right? So after thinking, I know that this is how in the decimal, right? 1000 plus 0 plus 10 plus 1. How it comes to in decimal? Because this is the 0th position, this is the first position, this is the second position, this is the third position. Here the multiplier is 0, so it becomes 0. Here multiplier is 1, so it's 10, and it's 1, right? So this is nothing but 1011. This is in decimal. But what is important for us is we want to understand what it represents in the binary. Now, as you know, friends, in binary, it's a base 2 system. It's a base 2. In decimal, it was base 10. So what we used to do is we used to multiply here by 10 raised to 0, 10 raised to 1, 10 raised to 2, like this. Now, after understanding this concept for a decimal, you should directly take a conclusion that when my binary system is base 2, rather than multiplying by 10 raised to, in place of 10, I should use 2. In place of 10, I have to use the 2. Now, let us try to understand. So, basically, what it means in the binary, let us try to understand. Right? So, rather than using this 10, as I said, friends, here you are using in decimal, you are using 10 as a base. Now this 10 has to be replaced by 2, right? The position will remain same for this number, like this is the position number 0, this is the position number 1, this is the position number 2, and this is the position number 3. So when I say in the binary, what you need to think is this most significant digit position is 3, and the least significant digit position is 0. So what I will be doing is this is the 1 as a multiplier here. 1 cross 2 raised to 3 plus 0 cross 2 raised to 2 because 0 is multiplier, right? 2 raised to 2 plus 1 cross 2 raised to 1. This is 1. And the last one, 1 cross 2 raised to 0. And if you convert this, 2 raised to 3 is 8. So, it's 8 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1. And what you are getting here is 11. So basically, when you have the binary number like this, so for example, let's say I have a binary number 1011, which can be written like this. Here you can write 2. And when I say equal to 11, then this 11 is the equivalent decimal number. So what we did is we have learned how one can convert a binary number into equivalent decimal number. To make this idea more clear, we have more example. Let's say, again, I'm telling you, you need to pause on this video at this point, take 1 or 2 minutes and try to convert at your own, right? And then look at these answers. So let's say this is given to you. These two numbers are given to you. Let's say 1010, right? And you need to convert this number into the decimal. So this is given to you. What is given to you? 1010, and this is given in the binary. And what has been asked to do? You have to find out equivalent decimal number. What I will do is I will look at the position number. So this is the position 0, this is the position 1, this is the position 2, this is the position 3, right? And for binary number system, what is the base, friends? Base is 2. So what I will do, I will multiply 1 cross 2 raised to 3 plus 0 cross 2 raised to 2 plus 1 cross 2 raised to 1 plus 0 cross 2 raised to 0. Now whenever the 0 is multiplier, whatever you have, it becomes 0. So here it will be 8, here it will be 0, here it will be 2 because 2 raised to 1 is 2, 2 multiplied by 1 is 2, and here it's going to be 0 because multiplier is 0. So when you do the summation, what you are getting is 10. That means if somebody is giving you 1010 in binary, what is its decimal equivalent? It's 10. Right? Same thing, let's say you have been given this number in the binary. You need to convert it into decimal. What you do is start writing the position. It's a 0, it's a 1, it's a 2, it's a 3, it's a 4. Right? So what I need to do? 1 multiply by 2 raised to 4. Now please understand, when my multiplier are 0, I can directly understand that it's going to be 0. So I don't require to really write that. I am writing here 0 plus 0 because this 2 0 will convert anyhow this multiplier into 0. Right? Plus 1 cross 2 raised to 1 plus 1 cross 2 raised to 0. अरे यहाँ पे भी आप लिख सकते थे जैसे 0 cross 2 raised to 3. यहाँ पे भी आप लिख सकते थे 0 cross 2 raised to 2, but it has no meaning because it's going to make it 0. Right? Now if you do the sum, so 2 raised to 4 is what? 16. 16 into 1, that is 16 plus, ये दोनों 0 हो जाएंगे, ये क्या हो जाएगा? 2. 16 plus 2 plus 1, and so it's nothing but 19. Right? So this is equivalent to 19 in the decimal. So let's say this is given to you. Now vice versa. For example, if somebody will tell you, okay, write a binary for 19. You can write this like this. Hello. Right? So this is how you can do a conversion from a decimal to binary and binary to decimal. This is a very basic thing. What is important? You should remember what is the base. You should understood how to write a position. Least significant का position क्या होगा? 0. Most significant position यहाँ से increment होता जाएगा. Like if I have a 4 digit, so most significant position is going to be 3. Like this. Right? So for example, let's say this is another question. Ulta question है यहाँ पे. Convert the following decimal number into the binary. Let's say 34 is given to you. And 34 is in decimal. I have to write it into the binary. How to do that? Now please understand, this is your power game actually, right? 2 raised to 0 is 1. Anything raised to 0 is 1. 2 raised to 1 is 2. 2 raised to 2 is 4. 2 raised to 3 is 8. 2 raised to 4 is 16. 2 raised to 5 is 32, 2 raised to 6 is 64. Likewise, if you continue like this, for example, let's say 2 raised to 7, it's 128. Right, 2 raised to 8, it's 256. Right, like this, if you can continue 512, 1024, 2048, you keep getting the numbers, right? It get multiplied by 2. You can see here. Now, what I want to do is, I want to write a 34 into the binary. Now, please understand, in order to write a 34 in the binary, here you can see in this table, what is the nearest number that I'm getting is 32. 32, right? And what is the power 2 raised to 5? And you have learned that when I am saying that most significant is at the 5th position, so, and because my position always start from 0, so it's going to be 6 digits. So for example, let's say I'm writing like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, for example, 6, for example, right? And I want to write a 32. Let's say I'm just doing an experiment. For example, I will, this is what? 0th position. This is 1st position. This is 2nd. This is 3rd. This is 4th. And this is 5th. Now, at 5th position, if I have a 1. So, what I'm going to get, it's a 1 cross 2 raised to 5. Yes or no? Because this is base 2. So, 2 raised to 5. And 2 raised to 5, that you know, it's 32. So, what you are getting is 32. But actually what you want to represent 34. So 34 में अभी कितना ऐड करना पड़ेगा 34 लाने के लिए 32 में. So I have to add 2. So what I need to do, where I will get 2? This is here 2 raised to 1 actually. 2 raised to 1 and 2 raised to 1 is 2. So when I put 1 here actually 1 multiplied by 2 raised to 1, that's going to be give me 2. So if I put 1 here and then at the rest of the places if I put 0, hello, right? This is how I can represent 34 into the binary. This is the most simplest and easiest way to think of, right? Similarly, let's say we want to verify. This is another thing. 63. I want to write 63 in the binary. 63. How to write? Now you know 63, when I have a 7 bits actually, suppose there are 6 bits, right? If I add 7th bit here, its position is going to be 6. And when I write 1 here, it give me 2 raised to 6, that is 64. But I don't want to write 64. I want to write 63. That means this bit is not required. Please understand, this bit is not required. So what I will do, similarly to this, let me put 6 bit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Because I want to make it 1 here, it's a 32. 32 plus 16, I will make it 48. 48 plus 8. Hello, હું ભાઈ આ બધાનો સરવાળો કરતો જાઉં છું 32 વત્તા 16 વત્તા 8 like that, you know. I keep doing the sum when I'm putting 1 here, right? So 32 plus 16, 48. 48 plus 8. 48 plus 8. 56. 56 plus 4. Hello, 56 plus 4. 60. 60 plus 2. 62 and 62 plus 1, 63. So this is how you can represent 63 in binary. All 6 digits has to be set to 1. Hello. इस सब का आप सम कर दो दोस्तों. 32 plus 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. So at all position I need 1. So this is how you can convert a 63 into the binary. So I have taught you how you can convert a binary number into decimal and you can convert a decimal number into the binary. Now this is the simplest mechanism that I have taught you, but if you refer to some book or some other videos, people have given a lot of methods, right? But just to make you aware, I'm showing you a slide, but this is the best way you can do it. Right, so actually how it works. See, I have shown you how you have converted decimal into the binary, but people can use the method like this also. For example, I have to convert, let's say 67 into the binary. 67 is given in the decimal like this. So what you are doing is you are dividing, this is the basic method, but we have not followed that, but I'm just showing you, even you can do like this. So you need to divide it by, suppose you want to convert into binary, then you have to divide by 2. If I want to convert it into octal, I have to divide by 8. If I want to convert it into hexadecimal, I have to divide by 16. जो उस number system का base है उससे divide करना है. So what I'm doing is I'm doing 67 by 2. When you divide 67 by 2, you know 33 2s are 66. So quotient is 33, remainder is 1. Again quotient को आप आगे लेके जाओ यहाँ पे और फिर से 2 को 2 से डिवाइड करो. When you divide 33 by 2, what you are getting? 16 2s are 32 and remainder is 1. Again quotient को आगे लेके जाओ. This you have to continue until this quotient part becomes 0, like this, and keep writing the remainder. So यहाँ पे 16 divided by 2, so answer is 8, remainder is 0, right? Again take 8 forward, 8 by 2, answer is quotient is 4, remainder is 0. Take it further, 4 by 2, 2, remainder is 0. Take it further, this 2 by 2, that is 1, and then you take 1 by 2. When you take 1 by 2, obviously you have to think like a C programmer, ki both are integers, so obviously I am going to get the answer as 0. Or you think in other way, when you divide 1 by 2, actually in our decimal system, for example, we already know, right? When I divide 1 by 2, right? We cannot divide. So my quotient is going to be 0, and here I am going to get 0, and my remainder is going to be the 1. Right, so 1 cannot be divided by 2, so your quotient is 0 and remainder is 1. When this part becomes 0, you have to stop. What you need to do is you have to write a remainder like this, and this will come in a least significant position. Hello, जो टॉप वाला है वो least significant में आएगा, जो बॉटम वाला है जो लास्ट है वो मोस्ट सिग्निफिकेंट में आएगा. हर एक रिमाइंडर को इधर लिखना है. तो ये आपका 67 का ये हो गया दोस्तों बाइनरी. लेकिन जो मैंने आपको तरीका सिखाया था उसमें मैंने आपको क्या बताया था, आप ऐसे सोच लो 1 2 3 4 5 6 एंड 7. 7 क्यों? क्योंकि यहां पे 0 होगा, यहां पे 6 होगा. अब आपको पता है व्हाट इज 2 raised to 6? यस, व्हाट इज 2 raised to 6? 2 raised to 6 is 64. Yes or no? 2 raised to 6 is 64. So what I'm do is I will do it, make it 1 here, 64. अच्छा, अब मुझे लाना क्या था 67, तो 67 में अभी 64 में कितने ऐड करने पड़ेंगे? 3. तो मुझे 2 कहां से मिलेगा? 2 यहां से मिलेगा. 1 कहां मिलेगा? 1 यहां मिलेगा, बिकॉज 2 raised to 0 यहां पे 2 raised to 1 है. बाकी सबको मैं 0 कर दूंगा, तो दिस इज व्हाट आई हैव टॉट यू इन द प्रीवियस स्लाइड. बट दिस इज एक्चुअली हाउ इट कैन बी डन, राइट? सो एज आई सेड, यू हैव टू डिवाइड बाय अ नंबर बेस इनटू व्हिच यू वांट टू कन्वर्ट, राइट? सो फॉर एग्जांपल, लेट्स से दिस इज गिवन टू यू. I wish you to think at your own, pause a video for a minute and or maybe listen to some good music and try to solve it. What is the equivalent of this into decimal? क्या करोगे आप? What you do? So this is 0 1 2 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, right? This is your 7th position. So 7th position पे क्या है आपका? 1 है. 7th पोजीशन पे 1 है. 2 raised to 7 यानी क्या हो जाएगा? 128. 2 raised to 7. हेलो, यहाँ पे 0 है तो 0 रहेगा, तो मैं 0 वाले पर अभी लिख नहीं रहा हूँ. ये 1 है. 1 कहाँ है? ये 128 था, ये 64 था, ये आपका 32, तो प्लस 32 हो जाएगा. ये 0 में लिख नहीं रहा हूँ, तो 16 नहीं लिख रहा हूँ मैं, ये 8 हो जाएगा. ये 8 प्लस क्या है? ये क्या है? 4 है. अब देखिए पावर देखिए जाइए, 4 है ये. अरे भाई 2 raised to 0 એટલે 1, 2 raised to 1 એટલે 2, 2 raised to 2 એટલે 4. 4 પછી આ 2 છે અહીંયા, but 2 સાથે multiplier is 0, so I don't require to write it, right? And then you have a 1. If you do the summation of this 128 plus 32, how much? 160. 160 plus 8, 168, 172 and 173. So my answer is going to be 173. Right? This is how you can do conversion. Please understand. Let's look at just to make the story complete, I am showing you how you can convert into another system. For example, let's say this number is given into you into decimal number and you want to convert it into hexadecimal. As the rule of the game says that we have to divide by its base into which we want to convert. So my base is 16. So when you divide 830 by 16, your quotient could be 51, your remainder could be 14. Now please understand, हेक्साडेसिमल में हमारे पास 0 to 9 है. उसके बाद हमारे पास 10 is equivalent to A, 11 is equivalent to B, 12 is equivalent to C, 13 is equivalent to D, 14 is equivalent to E, and 15 is equivalent to F. 15 is equivalent to F. Now you can ask me a question, how you play around this? See, for example, when I say 15 I am saying you in decimal. 15 I am saying you in decimal. F is in hexadecimal. If I talk about binary, suppose I want to write 15 into binary. How you can write 15 into binary? See, if I take 4 digits, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? This is 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2, and 2 raised to 3. So 2 raised to 3 is 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. अगर आपको ये करना है तो आपको यहाँ क्या चाहिए? 1, 1, 1, 1. ये आपके पावर्स थे बाइनरी में. 2 raised to 0 यानी 1, 2 raised to 1 यानी 2, 2 raised to 2 यानी 4, 2 raised to 3 यानी 8. So आपको चारों डिजिट 1 करने पड़ेंगे. If you do the sum of this 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1, what you gonna got is 15. So इसका मतलब ये हो गया कि आपका अगर 15 है डेसिमल में, वो हेक्साडेसिमल में F हो गया और ये बाइनरी में हो गया 4 times 1. राइट, सो 14 इज इक्वल टू E. तो आपका रिमाइंडर क्या आ गया यहाँ पे? E. आपको क्वेश्चन को आगे लेके जाना है एज यूजुअल. 51 डिवाइड बाई 16. क्वेश्चन इज 3, रिमाइंडर इज 3. अगेन 60, आपको 3 को आगे लेके जाना है. 3 डिवाइडेड बाई 16. नाउ 3 कैन नॉट बी डिवाइडेड, सो योर क्वेश्चन इज गोइंग टू बी 0, रिमाइंडर इज गोइंग टू बी 0, सॉरी रिमाइंडर इज गोइंग टू बी 3. अगेन यू हैव टू राइट दिस इन उल्टा ऑर्डर. जो ऊपर वाला है वो लिस्ट सिग्निफिकेंट में जाएगा. तो रिमाइंडर आपका 14 था, बट 14 का इक्विवेलेंट क्या था दोस्तों? E. सो यहाँ पे क्या आ गया? तो इसका 830 जो आपका डेसिमल था उसका इक्विवेलेंट हेक्साडेसिमल क्या आ गया? 33E. यू कैन डू कन्वर्जन इन एनी नंबर सिस्टम टू एनी नंबर सिस्टम, right? So this is all about the basics of the number system. What I have taught you now is you are able to convert a decimal to binary, binary to decimal. Same thing you can do for octal also. Please understand, you need to remember the base. You need to remember why the binary is most important, because most of the computations will happen only in the binary. So you need to understand all this conversion. I hope you have understood the concept. If you have not understood the concept, I request you to revisit the video. Thank you for watching, and if you are learning the content, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching.